Well, today is day 115 in our journey through the Word, and just continue to move through this magnificent journey in the Old Testament. Today we continue on with Josiah. We see Josiah, but at the end, it's because of his not seeking God, and I would guess because of his pride that he didn't, that Josiah is killed and buried today. But I had to wonder, how many times does God use uh, those around us that we just don't expect? God spoke to Moses in a bush, Jacob in a dream, uh, Gideon through the dew of the morning, uh, and but God doesn't. But God uses people who don't believe in Him as well, and we see that in today's reading, where the king of Egypt is coming around the territory of Israel, and Josiah and his army go out to fight him, and the king Necho from Egypt says, "Do not interfere with God, who is with me, or He will destroy you." Yeah, the warning came, straight from God. Don't interfere with what God has for me to do, or He's going to destroy you. And Josiah, for whatever reason, didn't go back. He didn't seek God. He didn't try to gain wisdom on God's plan on this. He disguised himself and his army, and they attacked King Necho. And just as King Necho had warned, he will be destroyed. And the bow of an archer, or the arrow of an archer, not the bow, you don't shoot the bow, you shoot the arrow of the archer pierced his side, and he was taken back home to Jerusalem, where he died. A reminder to us that God does use other people as well. And that was just a reminder to me. Don't, in my pride, don't think that God can't use somebody else, that I'm the only one. I'm not the only one. And without God, I'm nothing anyway. And if He's not in this with me, then I am sure to fail. I will be destroyed. May not be a physical death, but I will be defeated. So a reminder to us today is we need to seek God in all things. And when somebody else comes and says, "I am doing the work of God," we need to seek God's insight, God's direction on that. And if they are, blessings on them, and blessings on the work of the Lord. But if they're falsely using those words, God will destroy them and their plans. I'm reminded, just as I say those words, just John the Baptist sending out his followers to ask Jesus if He is the one. Yeah, they wanted to know, is He the one? They asked the right question of the right person. And yes, He was. Yes, He was. Again, a reminder for today is to seek God in all things. And when God calls us to do something, we should do it wholeheartedly. But if we're not the one that's called, and He calls somebody else, and it's clear and evident that that's God's calling on their lives, we need to step back and support them. Either encourage them, support them. Really, we need to do both. God calls some of the most unlikely people. We've seen that even in the life of even young 8-year-old Josiah. Now he's obviously grown older than that, but he began and called him and led him at a very young age. Abraham, a deceiver, a liar. Moses, a murderer. David, an adulterer, a murderer. We see God call some of the most unlikely people. And in their calling, he does great things through them. What is God calling you to do today? What great thing does he have planned that you can't even envision? But he's just waiting for you to say, I am here. Here am I. Lord, send me. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow as we continue our journey through the Word.